What's up, guys? Dustin McDaniels back here with another video, and this is the FIFA 21 Road to Glory franchise mode with Barrow AFC and Ted Lasso, guys. And in today's episode, we're going to be getting into the second half of the month of September with a couple of big games here, as we will highlight here. First one of the episode actually being against Bolton FC, and then we got a game here against Salford City. That's going to actually complete the month of September as we get into a few more league matches here. One against Colchester, I believe, and I believe this one is going to be Charlton Town. I'm not too good with the names sometimes here with these lower league teams, but we've got Bolton and Salford to start off this episode away from home, and then home against Salford. But if you guys did actually miss the last episode, I'll drop a card in the top right hand corner now so you guys can go check that out, so you are all up to date here with Barrow AFC and Ted Lasso in company. Went ahead and updated here some of the global transfer networking, relocating a few scouts, relocating to Spain, and then we already have France and England already set. I was looking to possibly hire some more scouts, but they are just way out of our price range. We only have $500,000 worth of funds left to deal with here. We also changed up some of our actual scouting instructions. One of those being first team inequality with expiring contracts, where we could possibly snipe some players, one such as like this Worley guy at the end of the year, to bring him in for next season. Again, we already have a left midi, so we don't really need to scout him, but that is one thing to keep in mind. Also, we went ahead and set up a scouting network here for promising 16 to 19 years of age. And this is where you could possibly find some wonder kids. It's all about trying to snipe the right thing, making sure that you do the right scouting, seeing what you can find. And this Jonathan Bakali, we'll go with Bakali, could be a snipe. So we definitely want to scout him up. Don't need any left middies. We already have Traore here, who's showing great potential. great potential. And players that show great potential have the possibility of getting up to an 80-85. So that could be somebody who we could possibly look at in the future to bring in as a new top striker. But as it stands right now, the team is playing very well. Super happy. Obviously, we could be better. This next game here against Barrow is going to determine who chills in first place right now. We do have James is a top goal scorer right now in the league. As you guys can see down there, he is in 5th, right behind first and second with 6 goals. So we've got a big game here against that Doyle guy coming up. But we have a few trainings to go through here as we are in the, not the transfer window, but we are in the international period here of players going out for international. Obviously, none of our players right now out with their country, so we're gonna definitely play our starting 11 here against Bolton. It is a big time matchup. I'm super stoked to get into this game here. Again, we've been playing well, a few games here and there that maybe we could have done a better job with, but hey, that's all a part of the learning curve here as we get a big 1 versus 2 matchup here. Bolton versus Barrow, the two Bs going at it, and we'll hop into this one and see if we can come away with a win. Massive matchup here away from home against Bolton. It is a 1 versus 2 matchup here in a pretty decently sized stadium. In real life, their stadium is a very decent sized stadium, so definitely playing one of the top clubs here in League 2. 1 versus 2, obviously, always a big matchup no matter what league you are in, but the ball is rolling and we are underway here against Bolton as nice defensive turnover there. And here comes Doyle. He is the league leading goal scorer, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him in this game today as Bolton trying to get something going here at the start of the game. They're going wide to Isgrove. Donahue's got to get back. Jones now with it. They're looking to get the ball movement into the middle of the 18, but we've got to play some solid defense here to stop them. Opening here for Bolton. Big chance. Through ball is there, but a big save from Bourgogne as he's able to get a touch. Nice ball movement from Bolton. Nice little 1-2 action. Able to get past the defense, but Bourgogne coming up clutch there with the save. And we're going to definitely need to get a lot of those here in today's game as Bolton, one of the top teams in the league, get a header there. I thought we would have had that one, but thankfully they miss wide, and we escape with nothing on the board other than possession stats, which, you know, it is what it is. We'll live with that all day as I see James trying to get past the defense here. I see Quigley. Quigley's going through. Oh, we almost had him there. If that was literally an inch the other way, that was definitely a winning through ball for a goal as Ederle, or however the heck you say his name, is back. We find Hardcastle, who's been probably one of our best players here this entire season. We're going to find Jones, who's going to find... Oh, I was looking for Sori trying to go wide there, but nicely picked off there by Bolton and off the other direction. Nice step there by Donahue as we find James. I see Quigley making a run, trying to get past the defense, just not far enough. Glover is there to get a nice turnover. Gonna work this into Jones. Jones is going in. I see Quigley. Oh, I see Hardcastle with a shot. That was almost some Balotelli Aguero stuff from back in the day when Man City won on that one last kick with the little slide pass there, but good save by the keeper. I mean, it was shot directly at him as a dangerous opportunity here. Ederle's got to get back. Cross in, not dangerous enough, and Sori, we'll go with Sori, is going to move that out. I'm looking for Glover to make a run. Glover's making his run. He's got pace. We know he's got that left foot. He's going to stop on the go. Pulled that into the back post. And that's defended nicely by Bolton as they are able to clear here with just about 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Looking to get a counter opportunity. Nice pass there through the middle. Darcy on it. He's looking for a man. Williams. Back through the midfield is Bolton. Trying to go wide. Able to knock it wide. But can they get something going here? Ball is played through. Down the line is Bolton. Looking for the cross. Ederle playing some solid defense. But here comes Bolton in the middle. Dangerous opportunity as Ederle is just going to slow this thing down. We'll work this out to Donahue, who's going to find Glover. Glover. Nice little overlap there with Donahue. I see him. We're going to go into James. James with pace down that left-hand side. Defenders catching up. We're going to pull this back. Look for Donahue. Donahue is not fouled on the play. That's interesting. I thought he was tugged there a little bit, which impeded him to go forward. But here comes Bolton with time running out in the first half. Trying to go over the top. Ball is played out. Nicely defended there by Ederle. But really nothing going for us so far this first half. Each team has had a few chances to get something going. I think Bolton has definitely had the best chance here with time still left on the clock. They're looking to push here at the end. Ederle's got to come out. Bolton, dangerous opportunity. We got to hold him here. They're going to play this in. Ooh, they got bodies forward. Shot there, but it goes high and wide as we escape there at the end of the first half. Still 0-0 heading into the second. Finds Hardcastle. I see Quigley in the middle. We find James. I see Quigley making a run. He's got... just not enough. The pass was not the best in the world. But maybe could have done a little bit better there was Quigley as the ball sent down the field. Can Donahue win it? He cannot. It's actually a dangerous play as Glover is back. Good step, but Bolton's still on the ball. Trying to go far side. Ederle, bad angle there to attack at. And Bolton with a chance trying to get this crossed in. Big save, Bourgogne. Wow, big time save there. He bails us out as we took a terrible route there with Ederle trying to attack that defensively. But thankfully, we do well to defend. But turned over, and here comes Bolton once again. Looking to get something going. Bolton with a chance. Still with the ball. Cutting through the middle. Offsides is there. but it's okay as Bourgogne still holds on. We got to make some changes. I feel like Surrey just hasn't been playing the best of football here today. I also want to give Divot here a go. We'll throw Lancaster in on the right-hand side. I know Divot is getting the -3, but we got to get him some playing time to get rid of that -3 and maybe eventually get him back to the plus side of things, or even. As he is one of the original players here for Barrow who got them up from the Football League, or not the Football League, but the National League, I should say, is Jones. We're going to find Lancaster, who's a lefty. I got to remember that. Oh, as we try to get the stop there on the defender, but he's able to get the poke away, and we're still stalemate here against Bolton. It is a 1 versus 2. We need these 3 points desperately if we want a chance to get ahead in the standings, as a through ball over the top goes wide and just a little bit too far, with time slowly running out here in today's game. We're going to work this back to Bourgogne, start from the back, work our way up, go wide here. We'll find Jones, who's going to find Quigley. I see James, but I see Lancaster going down wide, but somehow goes to James. That was not the man I was looking for. Going to look for Quigley. We're going to find Divot. Trying to get something going, but we couldn't get the pull back there in time. And here comes Bolton. Back the other way. Donahue trying to catch up to Hisgrove. He slows up a little bit as Donahue is dead tired. We don't want to injure him. But Glover, able to win that ball. Falls, I was about to say falls to James, but unluckily goes to Bolton, as they're trying to get a late-minute winner here, just like we are. We're going to go quick here on the counter. I see Quigley going over the top. Does he have enough pace to beat the defender? We're going to have to slow up here. Look for James. We find Glover. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? Glover was dead tired. I didn't really have enough space with him, as we've got to hold on now for the tie. As stoppage time, there's just nothing going here in this game. Can we hold on? Bolton goes back, ball goes out, and it's a 0-0 draw here, guys. In the first game of the episode, we needed that victory, just unable to get anything going. Just bad decision-making there inside the 18 with a bunch of chances, but not really a lot of good chances for us as well. As you can see, their stats: 1 shot on target, 48% possession. Not our best game, but thankfully we at least come away with a point. So we'll get into the main menu and see if there's any news. So guys, no team news here. Just a little comment notification there from Majo. But as you can see here, guys, change at the table. Mansfield Town now on top, ahead with 1 point with Bolton at 1 and 2. We are still an automatic promotion right now, but again, we are fighting to be top of the table. We want to win League 2 and get momentum going into League 1. Salford City is going to be 8th. This is going to be the last game of September, so let's get into it here and see if we can come away with a win. Here we are, guys, getting into this next game here against Salford City, who were also a former National League team, as they obviously did well to move themselves up, winning the National League like we have, but that is in the past. We are now in League 2, and the ball is rolling, and we are underway here as Glover pressed hard there. We're going to work this back to Donahue. Hardcastle, we need some goals here today. Strikers have been a little quiet recently, as a nice poke there by Gotts. Good step as Salford trying to get something going early in this game as we find Hardcastle. Got to look for James. James is our top goal scorer so far this year. He's not open. We're going to find Quigley. Quigley's going to go wide. We're going to take the shot on target, and that's actually saved well by the goalkeeper on the play. Powerful attempt there from Quigley. Most likely was never going to find the back of the net, but great reaction from their keeper. So we're going to try to find Quigley here in the box, as we did a lot early in preseason. He's there! Oh my goodness, that almost went into the back of their own net, as unfortunately they're not going to give us the replay there, which is unfortunate. But man, let's play this in again here to Scott Quigley. Dangerous, always on the head, and there it was again off the line from the defender, and we are all over Salford with these chances. Obviously, corner kicks, always good to get an early chance out of the gates, but man, always great to get something from them. Would be great to eventually get a goal, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. We'll keep up the pressure here as Hardcastle is going to find Sorry down low. We're going to take the two-touch effort, and there it is, boys. We get the first goal of the episode. It is a big one here as the celly is unreal there from Sorry. I saw him wide there. I saw Quigley there cutting through the middle, but the defense collapsed on him. We found Sorry down wide. Keeper comes out, but thankfully on the two-touch volley effort, he's able to steer that in with a little in-swinger on the outside of the foot into the side netting, getting the goal here for Barrow AFC. Ted Lasso's happy about that one. I'm happy about that one, and that is getting us closer here to 3 points in this game, last game of September, as we look to press on here with some momentum getting into the next month of play here. But obviously this game is far from over as Salford's going to look to try and get some momentum back. Nice turnover. I see Quigley making a run through, but we're going to go to Hardcastle. Maybe a little give and go opportunity. We try to go down low to Sorry, but no one was really there. All of our strikers were already gone. Nice step there from Jones. I see Glover down low. Can he get his first goal as a member of Barrow? And he is able to do so on the play. First goal in the blue and white. The fans love it. That was an absolute snipe on the play. And that is 2 quick goals back-to-back to give us a commanding 2-0 lead here. Great turnover in the midfield. I saw Glover down low. He takes the two-touch enough, that first touch enough to give him some space from the pressing defender, and he goes back across the keeper with the left foot, the strong left foot, his preferred foot, and Lasso loves it here, guys. 2-0, back-to-back goals. That is a backbreaker, and Salford have dug themselves a hole here in this game, and we just got to keep the press on and see if we can get some more. Dangerous opportunity. No one's really finding themselves open as James, our top goal scorer, is going to be blocked on the play. Trying to work that back to James, but nicely defended there. Kind of a bad pass by Barrow as Erdley, however the heck you say his name. Erdley, we'll go with Erdley. He's back to defend. Salford trying to get something here before the end of this first half, trying to get back into this game as they've got some good ball movement down wide. Some great defense there. That was not the man I was wanting to pass that ball to, but thankfully turned over actually by Erdley. Dangerous effort! And oh man, that is tough right there. That was not the man I was actually looking to pass to. I was wanting to go to the defender in the middle, and instead Erdley goes back to the middle to the midfielder. I don't know if that was Jones or Hardcastle, but Salford back in this game here. Right here, you're going to... and then the turnover there. Put into the box, and obviously a step on the defender. Dink off the post into the back of the net, as he almost would have had his own rebound if it would have been on the goal line. No one else in sight. Little dink there. Man, Bourgogne, really nothing he can do about that one. As Salford cut the lead now. It's 2-1. But we still have the momentum here in this game, I would say. We just got to keep it up. See if we can get some chances here throughout this game. And at this point, again, we don't need more goals. We just need to hold on to this lead. But obviously, we're going to look for more goals as they're pressing now in the midfield. We're going to find James. He's going to find Quigley. Back to Jones. Jones, they're really pressing that midfield, so we're going to have to work this thing wide. Maybe look for some crosses as I see James chilling back door, running for the back post as the ball falls to Hardcastle. And he's not going to miss from there, guys. We get the goal we just gave up right back as he's hitting them on the one-handed push-ups, showing them his strength as we make great use of that turnover inside the 18-yard box. Decent cross by Sorry into a dangerous area, and anytime that happens, you have a good chance, especially with a shaky defense like Salford today, as they give away the turnover right to Hardcastle. And he's been putting in some goals. That might be his 4th, maybe his 5th of the season. Ted Lasso loves it. Nice bounce back from the goal we just gave up. And that is Hardcastle's 4th of the year. So he's been our go-to midfielder so far this year. Hopefully we can keep it up and maybe get some more goals here as halftime hits. We'll get into the second and see what happens. Salford starting off this half strong, looking to get some ball movement through the middle to get a chance early in this half, as we got to do our best here to get a nice little poke and go and get a quick little counterattack. As I see Sori down low, he's been great all game today. Nice first touch. Defenders coming over. We're going to have to let it rip as a decent shot on target almost finds its way into the back of the net. I saw that defender really bearing down on us there, and we had to let it fly early. Obviously not into the back of the net, but a decent chance to scare our opponents as we've got some nice little football play going on right there. And James on the one-touch shot. Nice quick little ball movement, almost like Man City style play. Gets a long shot from outside the 18. Defended nicely by the keeper as he pounds that past the goal line. As I saw Quingley, but Sori on it here. Trying to get something going. Defended nicely. We're going to go in with a slide tackle. Win that ball back. And we're going to put this into the middle. We've got some space. Hardcastle on it. We're looking for Quingley to make a run. Quingley, I saw him on the back side of that defender. He just did not make the run I was wanting him to. And Donahue's got to get back now on Towel. Towel cuts back. Salford trying to take advantage here of a counterattack. Nice step there, but we got a little 2-on-1 opportunity. Defended nicely by Maggio, and they're going to give the free kick. So this is dangerous stuff right here, guys. Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen here. I think he's going to blast it off the crossbar. Dangerous effort there from Boyd as he gets it over the wall. No spin, and just doesn't get it down enough with the top spin there on it. Thankfully, off the post, out of play. And we live to play another day here with the 2-goal lead. As we look to get through the midfield, we find Jones. Jones buzzing through the midfield. We're going to find Quigley, who's going to try and go over the top. I saw James going, but not enough space there to make a decent pass. As Towel trying to get that played into Henderson. Davies playing some solid defense. Glover on him as well. Got to watch the little 1-2 action. Keeper's out. I saw it coming. As soon as I saw him start running towards the net, I knew he might have had us beat. He is very quick down that right-hand side. Towel is. I saw it. I tried to pull the keeper out to maybe take away some of that space he had to maybe make the save, but as you can see, you see him start making that run, and he barely slots that past Bourgogne. I called him out to use that big body of his. Oh man, he should have had that save. That's tough to let that goal in. We still have the 1-goal lead, but not feeling safe here as we're going to make some changes to the to the midfield. Hardcastle, he's played well, but we've got to give Banks some time on the field. Donahue might be a little tired. Can Ederle play the left-hand side? He cannot. So we'll give Divot here. Actually, let's give Angle a shot. We need some more speed up front. And then we'll bring in Lancaster, the left footer, and see what he can do on the pitch. I want to give this Angle guy a real chance here to fit into our club. I feel like he could be a great addition. Again, we got him in the last episode on transfer deadline day, so really excited to see what he can do as a nice defensive play there by Salford, as we can't really sit back and hold on to this lead. I want to try and get a late goal here as James is going to find Jones. We're going to find Banks. Banks will go back to Jones. Looking for some openings. We're going to attack the middle here. I see Lancaster with the left foot. His strong left foot. I wouldn't say strong, but that was a decent chance. We maybe should have put some finesse on that shot, and he just barely puts that wide. That was a great run by him. Just not good enough to get that into the back of the net. Granted, there was a little bit of pressure on him that maybe forced him to lose control of that shot, but man, dangerous try as James almost actually steals that away. But Salford off to the races, trying to get the equalizer. As nicely defended there by Erdley. We're going to try to go down the Lancaster, but nicely defended as Maggio. We got to get this out of our back end here. Work this down low. Salford playing a nice little press here. Maybe we can get them out. As I see James going over the top. Can he beat the defender? Ah, just not enough there on the through chip. As defended nicely. Can we hold on to the ball? Yes, we can. With possession. Can we make them pay in the midfield? We've got Angle. I see somebody making the run through. I'm waiting for James to make his run. Angle on the ball. We're just going to take it in ourselves. Angle cuts back. Gonna let it rip. Holy smokes, he's got an absolute rip of a shot. And if anything, that was just killing some time. Dangerously put back into the middle. Angle trying to press them there. 3 minutes of stoppage time. This is going to be Salford's last chance here. Got to press here. Nicely pressed. Off to the races. I see Angle making a run through. He's behind the defense. Can he bury? And he does! We didn't need the goal, but we'll take the goal. Angle getting his first, I believe, as a member of Barrow. And that is, man, great play there in the midfield. We had a nice little step there from Maggio to win that ball all the way up through the midfield. And then Angle does the rest on the right foot. Lets it fly inside the 18. Thought he was going to shoot it with his left, but favors the right. He's got an absolute rip of a shot. We're going to have to get him some more playing time and get him some more shots because that is an absolute bullet of a shot. Obviously, it was in tight, but man, Lee Angle getting his first as a member of Barrow. And we're going to win this game 4-2 here as that is the final whistle. That is a good way to come back after a disappointing result in the last match with the draw against Bolton. Got some first-time goal scorers with Angle and Glover here in today's game against Salford. Shots on, I mean, just look at the stats, guys. 65% possession, 13 shots, 10 of them on target. Absolutely owned Salford. Somehow they came out of there with 2 goals, but we'll get into the main screen and see if there's any news. So here we are, guys. No news as of yet, but there we are, guys. Second place in automatic promotion. 1 point behind Bolton. Obviously, that last game would have been huge, or 2 games ago, I should now say, would have been huge to get there against Bolton. But again, automatic promotion is top 3, which is good. But again, we want to win League 2 as we are 2 games into the month here. Super exciting stuff as we continue on here. Team's playing very well. Very proud of the boys as we've been able to show good form here recently. Obviously, first game of the episode, not what we absolutely wanted. But again, the boys are playing great here. Obviously, our starting 11, as you guys can see right here, we've got pluses on all of our players, +5 on both our strikers. Glover's is 71 now, and he's already +3. Bourgonier's 69 with the +5. Our defenders there, +4 and +5. So all of our stats being boosted right now, which is really nice as we will continue here to train our backup starting 11 to keep their morale high, keep their sharpness also continuing to grow. As we've got a youth squad monthly report here, which is always good to see how the lads are doing. Man, Marcus Morganson not really panning out to what we wanted him to be, and I don't really want to promote him to the senior squad at 15 years old. Maybe in January we'll bring him up to give him a look and maybe get him out. Jonathan Bakali, great pace, not the best of finishing, and he doesn't show great potential or anything like that, so he might be a bust. Again, that's why you do these scoutings, just to see what you can find out about these players. Worley, 64 overall. Obviously, we have Glover there. Monthly scouting report. This is always intriguing, and so far it is kind of disappointing, except these 2 players right here. could be interesting. 200,000 could be decent. 575,000. Dragan Filipovic. This could be huge. He could be closer to possibly being a starting player, which is great. Even Dragan Draskovic, his value 375,000. We shall sign him. And this Joseph Vurovic, 200k, probably not worth it. So we'll let him walk. And that is extremely exciting stuff. So we also have a scouting report in from Denmark. Anderson and Lorenz, both of these guys we shall let walk. They are not worth the value. Usually anytime you see a player maybe 300 to 350,000 or higher is going to be a good bet to try and snipe for your youth squad. As we're going to now take a look here before we actually get into this game for that the guy that was 550,000 value, as we're actually going to also let our sub squad play against Colchester here, United. But before we do get into this game, let's take a look here at the Youth Academy. Dragovic, 54 overall, 57 Filipovic. So these are great numbers. Center defensive mid as well for Dragovic. That is really nice. Let's take a look here. Filipovic, Dragovic. So we've got the Viches here. 5'8" center midfielder. A little bit smaller than what I would like in a midfielder. But both players definitely good enough. They're both lefties, which kind of sucks. But let's check out their development plans. Dragovic here. Draskovic, I should say, could be a decent midfielder. Anchorman could be decent. His shooting is definitely not what we need, but we can get him. Defensive midfielder. Maybe we make him strictly into a defensive midfielder, or because his pace is already pretty decent, 70 pace or 70 speed, 59 acceleration. I think we set him as a deep line playmaker because that's a 3-week development time frame, which is actually really nice. So we'll get that on him. And Filipovic. So we're going to let these guys develop here through their first plan for the first 3 weeks, and then we'll call them up to the squad as Filipovic. Let's see what he's got. Okay pace, not the best shooting. Defending is kind of poor, so I would say he is your stereotypical central midfielder. Could be a playmaker. Ooh, honestly, he might be a playmaker. That works on his weak foot. Central midfield works on skill moves. That's 9 weeks. So all of these are 9 weeks. We'll go with playmaker. I feel like that's going to be the best bet here for Filipovic and get him as a backup midfielder, which will be really nice. We'll let the first player develop. Once he's done developing, Dragovic, Dlokovic, or I forget his name already, but we'll let him develop first and see what he turns into, and then we'll promote him to the squad. We're going to let it simulate here, actually, with our backup starting 11. We'll go with the quick sim here and see if the boys can come away with a win. Again, we need the 3 points, and Colchester actually getting the win against our backup starting 11. That is a dagger to our table right now. That is very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in our backup squad, as I felt like they could have won that game. Easily probably could have won that game, and we're now down to 4th place due to that. That is really tough. That is extremely concerning with our backup starting 11 doing literally what they just did there. Really hurting our chances here. Man, that is just a big dagger. So this game is absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial here to win this game, this upcoming fixture. I don't know who we are playing. We're about to find out. But again, 4th place. It is a tight affair. Bolton are actually getting some separation at the top, and we've got a game here against Cheltenham Town. And this game's at home, so we need our starting 11 to play. We need a massive win here to get back into the top half of that top 3. So let's hop into this game. This will be the last one of the episode, so we'll come back to the main screen after this game and see what happens. Got a massive game here in the rain against Cheltenham Town. These 3 points are absolutely crucial. It is still early in the season with a lot of ground to make up, but these are 3 crucial points to keep the groundwork that we started to lay here early in this season rolling, as this ball is rolling and the game has started here in the rain at Hulker Street. Man, I'm really, again, super disappointed with what our backup starting 11 did in their last time out. But definitely need to make up for the lack of 3 points in that game with 3 big points here. As Quigley on the ball, we're going to find Jones. I see James looking for Quigley to make his run. Quigley is going to hold up here. I see Jones trying to go back post, and the ball is cleared away there by Cheltenham Town. Out of play, so it is a throw-in here for Barrow. We're going to go to Quigley. We'll play this back to Jones. I see James, who sees Hardcastle. I see Quigley. Nice ball movement. Can Quigley bury? And he is not going to miss there, guys. Great ball movement from the squad, as he's going to KO the keeper on that one. Scott Quigley getting his 3rd, I believe, of the season. Always good when you can get great ball movement like this. Just little quick 1-2-3 through ball there from Hardcastle, who has been absolutely one of our best players so far this year. Gets an assist on the day, and Quigley barely putting that past the keeper, but in the rain, it's going to be hard to stop those. As, man, what is Ted Lasso wearing? The overcoat, the trench coat, as Quigley getting his 3rd goal of the season. So I was correct there, 3rd goal of the season, getting closer here to 3 points, but if we learned anything about that game against Salford City, is that our opponent is never out of it, so definitely need to continue playing well here in this game, getting some goals as we look to bury them here. So I see James looking for the overlapping run. We're going to look for Quigley. Quigley is going to find Jones. Jones, I'm going to play this back. I see some openings here down low. I see Hardcastle making the run through. Hardcastle with a 2-touch to get to his favored right foot. And our top player so far this year, Hardcastle, throws the hands up, saying, hey, that's not all about me. Great ball movement once again, and we are just coming out firing here after the performance of our sub-starting 11 in the last game, losing those 3 points against a 22nd ranked opponent team in the league, as we get the nice little touch back to the middle to throw the keeper off, give us a little bit more space to go far side, and Hardcastle absolutely buries that one into the back of the net. Ted Lasso loves it. And Hardcastle, he's climbing up the rankings for top goal scorers in this league with 5 now. He's catching James, who hasn't done anything here these past couple games, so definitely going to have to lean here on Hardcastle a little bit more as we look to push on and get some more goals in this game. Cheltenham Town trying to get something going, but Bourgogne is there over the top. We're going to play this one out the back to Maggio, who finds Erdley. We're going to find Quigley. Going to look for this ball movement here. We're going to find Hardcastle, who finds James. James pressed hard there by the defender, but we have opening and green grass in front of him. And holy smokes, James heard us talking. He had to have heard us there after that last goal, talking about Hardcastle, and he's now our go-to man. James makes us eat our words there with an absolute rip short side. I saw that space open. I don't know where their center back was going on the play, and I figured, hey, let's take this space, run hard there with James. We know he has a strong right foot. I didn't know it was that accurate, as he absolutely lets that one rip short side high. And we've got a 3-0 lead here now against Cheltenham Town. Luke James on the goal. That is his 6th goal of the season. So he retakes the lead for goals for the team. We've already got 3 here with 26 minutes gone in this game. Looking to go to James again. He finds him. James on it. I see Hardcastle going through. I'm looking for Quigley, but we're going to... Tried to force that there. Thought we could maybe squeeze that one into Hardcastle, making the run. But unable to do so. And here comes Chatham Town. Over the top. They've got an opportunity. We're going to bring the keeper. Oh, that's cheeky. That's actually cheeky. We brought the keeper out too soon. And the winger had enough skill to chip Bourgogne there, giving them 1 goal back here in this game. Obviously, it's always disappointing when you can't get a clean sheet on the day, but cheeky little chip over Bourgogne. Nice chip through ball. Caught Donahue napping there, but brought him out a little too early. Chip over the top into the back of the net. And Cheltenham Town are on the board, but are still out of this game. But again, against Salford, we kind of let our foot off the gas a little bit, and they got back into the game. So definitely need to hold possession here and see what we can do here. Maybe get 1 quick goal before the end of this half, as we find Quingley, who's actually going to lose possession of the ball. And Cheltenham trying to get this thing down the field. That's most likely going to be halftime, as the whistle is going to blow any second here. They're actually going to give Cheltenham 1 more chance. Unfortunately, does not. And that is the first half. 3-1 lead here. We just got to keep on pouring it on. Quingley off, and we've thrown on Angle as we're going to play this into the box there. Glover is there with the big body, but sends it wide as dangerous chance missed there on the poor corner kick effort. But again, just trying to hold on to this lead here with 12 minutes left plus stoppage time, so not really too worried about possibly scoring another goal, more so about defending well and keeping Cheltenham off the board for another goal this game. So we're going to step there on the defense, as they're actually going to give this away. Find Engel. Going to look for James over the top. He's got to step on the defender. Bad first touch. We're going to hit him on the stop. Cut back. Find Engel! And I thought that was actually going to go back post to Lancaster. But Engel getting his second of the episode, second of his season. Burying that into the back of the net for the dagger. 4-1 here at home. The fans are loving it in Barrow. Over the top there, James. Nice little stop. I was actually looking for Lancaster backdoor, but thankfully we didn't put enough pepper on that pass as it falls to the man on sides, Engel, who's got that absolute cannon of a right leg. Buries it on the volley into the back net, and that will surely seal the deal here against Cheltenham Town. And we can basically ride this one off into the sunset here. Or should I say the rainstorm here in Barrow, northwest of England. But again, super happy we're able to put on this performance in front of our home fans. Always good to give them some good football, especially bouncing back after a 1-0 defeat, which was our first in the league of the season. So hopefully we don't have too many of those the rest of the way, as James looking for Engel, who's got space and pace on him. Can he get his second of the game? He's got the blast of that right foot. And we've got our biggest lead yet of this entire season in one single game, up 5-1. Saw Engel there on the space there between the defense and had to send him on a run. Not the best of accuracy, but with that power, just too hard for the keeper to actually get to that one. Not the best of agility there shown from the keeper, as he just basically falls down on the shot. But man, 2 goals on the day here for Engel, 3 in this episode, and that's 3 total, as that's actually the final whistle for the game, guys. 5-1 victory there. That is a massive bounce back. That is a great way to actually end this episode, as we're going to take a look here at the stats for the game, which are most likely going to be in our favor. Possession, actually, with Cheltenham Town. Shots, 7 shots, 5 on target. Only 1-1 for Cheltenham, where they actually got the goal. So let's go ahead, hop into the main screen, and see what happens before the end of this episode. So that is a massive match, guys, actually. It gets us back in to second place for League 2. Again, that first game against Bolton, too bad we couldn't have gotten any win, or any goals, I should say, out of that game to get the victory against them. As we're going to simulate up to this game here, which is going to be a big one against... I need to see who we're actually playing before I can say anything. I believe it's Scunthorpe United, if I'm not mistaken. And it is Scunthorpe United. So big game here. Obviously, we're fighting to get back into the top of the table in that first position. 27 27 points, I should say. Doyle still leading the way for everyone, and James there with 6 goals, down in 7th place. Man, the team's playing really well. Let's take a look here at the next episode as well. Again, we always play 3 and simulate 1, so we've got a big second half of October. Scunthorpe, Port Vale, I'm not too sure who that is, Hardale Town, and then we've got Leighton Orient to end the episode. One of those games, again, we will be simulating, but that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. A good, solid episode, laying the foundation for the rest of this month, as we will play the next game starting off against Scunthorpe United. But again, hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.